Hey, 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 English learners. Welcome back to the Daily English Podcast, your favorite place to learn real English, easy English, everyday English, the kind of English you actually use in real life.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. We are so happy you are here with us today. This is the podcast where we talk like real people, share real stories, and help you feel comfortable and confident in English.
I'm Corey,
And I'm Orus.
and together we are your two English friends, not your teachers with a big stick, just your friends who really want to help you grow.
Exactly. No boring grammar rules today. Just real talk, real English, real life.
So, Oris, how are you feeling today? Be honest.
Honestly, Corey, this morning I almost didn't want to get out of bed.
Oh no, what happened?
Nothing big, really. I just looked at my to-do list and my brain said, nope, not today. I quit.
Your brain wrote you a resignation letter.
Basically, Dear Orus, I am tired. Please find a new brain. Love, your brain.
I know that feeling so well, and I think a lot of our listeners know it too.
That's exactly why today's topic is so important. Today's episode is called Don't Give Up on Yourself.
Yes, we are going to talk about those moments when you want to quit. Quit English, quit your goals, quit everything, and how to keep going in a kind, gentle way.
And don't worry about the level. This episode is easy English, perfect for daily conversation practice. If you understand most of it, you are doing great.
And if a word is new, don't worry. We will explain it slowly with simple examples, like always.
And before we go further, a small favor. If you enjoy this podcast, please click like, subscribe to Daily English Podcast, and share this episode with a friend who needs it.
Yes, send it to that friend who says, I want to keep going, but it's just so hard right now. This episode is for them.
And stay with us until the end. We have a fun community question, and we really want to hear your answer.
Stay until the end today. We have a special announcement, and you are not going to want to miss it.
Yes, something we think is going to help your English learning so much, so do not click away. The best part is coming at the end.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, Orus, are you ready?
Let's go.
So, Orus, let's start with the big question. What does never give up really mean?
Good question, because sometimes never give up sounds a little scary, right?
Scary how?
Well, it can sound like never rest, never cry, never slow down, just work, 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 like a machine.
Oh, that toxic idea. If you take one day off, people say you're lazy.
Exactly, but that is not what we mean today. Not at all.
When we say don't give up on yourself, we mean something quieter, something softer.
And there's a beautiful word for that. Perseverance. Perseverance. Perseverance.
Perseverance means you keep going for a long time, even when it's hard. You don't have to be fast, you just have to keep coming back.
For example, she showed real perseverance and finished her English course, even with a busy job.
There's also a second word I love, resilience. Resilience. Resilience.
For me, resilience is like a tree in strong wind. The tree bends, but it doesn't break. Life pushes it, and it stands up again.
I love that picture. You can bend without breaking.
Exactly. So never give up doesn't mean never rest. It means even if you fall down, you don't throw your whole dream in the trash.
Don't throw your dream in the trash just because this week was hard. That's such a good sentence.
You can rest, you can cry, you can take a break, and still not give up on yourself.
So if you feel tired right now, that's okay. That's completely normal.
But then why do we feel like quitting so often? Let's talk about that.
Great question. Because maybe you're not weak at all. Maybe life is just heavy right now.
A lot of learners think, I want to quit, so maybe I'm lazy, or other people can do this, but I can't.
But usually that's not the real story. In real life, we face obstacles. Obstacle. Obstacle. It means a problem, a block in your path.
Exams, money, time, family, work, all of that together in one busy life.
And on top of obstacles, we also have setbacks. A setback is when you move one step forward and then boom, something pushes you two steps back.
For example, I studied all week and I still failed the test. That was a real setback.
Or I practiced speaking and someone laughed at my accent. That was a setback too.
And when we have many obstacles and many setbacks together, life starts to feel like an uphill battle.
Uphill battle. I love that phrase. It's like walking up a very steep hill with a heavy bag on your back.
Exactly. In that uphill battle, every step is hard. You breathe fast, your legs hurt, you feel overwhelmed, like everything is just too much.
And when we feel overwhelmed for a long time, we start to lose heart.
Lose heart. That means you slowly lose your hope, your energy, your courage.
Imagine a learner named Sophia. She works all day, she comes home tired, she wants to study English at night, but her eyes are already closing.
So she opens her book and closes it again, not because she doesn't care, just because her body is done.
If you feel like Sophia right now, listen carefully. You are not lazy, you're just tired.
Wanting to quit doesn't mean you're weak, it just means your brain and your heart need rest.
And I know this feeling very well myself, Orus, especially with English.
Oh, really? Tell us your story.
So, a few years ago, I had what I call my English meltdown.
Meltdown. That already sounds serious.
It was. I was watching an English video. Everyone said it's so easy, so simple, but I understood almost nothing, not one full sentence.
Oh, that feeling. The video is in English, but your brain hears space language.
Exactly. And then on the same day, I got my test back from class. The result was terrible, really terrible.
Double pain. Bad video, bad test.
Yes, that day I felt like I had hit rock bottom with English.
Hit rock bottom. That means you feel like you're at the very lowest point. No energy, no hope, nothing left in the tank.
I thought, maybe I'm just not good at languages. Maybe I should quit. Other people can do this, but I can't. I wanted to close my notebook forever.
So you were ready to break up with English. It's not you, it's me.
Basically, yes. But first, I did nothing. I took 2 days to rest. I watched silly videos in my own language. I let myself feel sad.
So you didn't fake a smile and pretend to be okay.
No, not that time. But after those 2 days, something small changed. I thought, okay, maybe I won't be perfect, but do I really want to give up?
And what was your answer?
My answer was no. I didn't want to give up on myself. So I decided to push through, but gently.
Push through. That means you keep going through a hard moment, just enough to get to the other side.
Exactly. I made a tiny plan. Just 10 minutes of listening every day. One short podcast. Sometimes I repeated the same episode 3 times.
So you didn't study for 3 hours. You just came back every single day. That's perseverance in real life.
Yes, it was slow, but it was perseverance. And little by little, I started to bounce back.
Bounce back means you recover after a bad time, like a ball that hits the ground and comes up again.
After a few weeks, English still wasn't easy, but I could finally see a small light at the end of the tunnel.
Light at the end of the tunnel. A small sign of hope even when things feel dark.
So, if you feel done with English right now, remember, you can feel like giving up and still come back later.
Your story really proves that. You hit rock bottom, but you didn't stay there. You bounced back with small, kind steps.
And you, Orus? Did you ever have a moment like that?
Oh, definitely. Mine wasn't about English. It was about my job and a little about my sofa.
Your sofa? Now I'm interested.
So I was learning a new skill for work. At the same time, I was helping my family and trying to exercise in the morning. You know, healthy Orus.
Work, family, learning, exercise, all in one life. That's heavy.
It was. After a few months, I looked at my progress and thought, this is going nowhere. This is pointless. I wanted to quit the course, quit the gym, quit everything.
Like, what's the use? Why keep trying if nothing changes?
Exactly that.
I didn't feel like some brave, strong person with resilience. I just felt tired and done.
So what changed?
One day, I talked to my mentor. I told her, I think I'm going to quit. I'm not good at this.
And what did she say?
She looked at my work and said, Orus, you are actually on the right track. You just want results too fast.
On the right track. That means you're moving in the right direction, just not at the speed you wanted.
Yes, she showed me small places where I was slowly improving. She said, if you stick with it, you'll see a big change later.
Stick with it. Stay with the plan, even when it feels slow or boring.
Exactly. She told me, this is the time to stay the course, not run away. Stay the course means keep going on the same path. Don't suddenly turn around.
Don't throw everything away in the middle of the journey just because the middle is hard.
There's a famous line for this. When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. So strong.
But honestly, for me it was more like, when the going gets tough, I get snacks.
Same. My superpower is definitely snack power.
But now I try something different. When the going gets tough, I still allow snacks, but I also get going for at least 10 minutes.
10 minutes of focus. 10 minutes of effort.
I didn't suddenly become a superhero. I just made the battle smaller and kept moving.
I chose not to give up on the course. I stayed the course with small daily actions, and slowly things improved.
And that's the perfect bridge to our practical part. What can our listeners actually do today to not give up on themselves?
Let's share 3 gentle ways to keep going.
So, Corey, our first tip is simple but powerful. Make the battle smaller.
I really like this picture. When life feels like an uphill battle, we usually try to run to the top of the hill in one single day.
Totally. We look at the whole mountain and say, I must climb all of this today.
And then we feel tired before we even take the first step.
For me, it's like standing in front of the messy room. If I say, I must clean everything, I want to lie on the floor and disappear.
Same. But if you say, okay, I'll just clean this one shelf, suddenly it feels possible.
One shelf, one corner, one drawer.
For English, that one drawer can be 5 minutes, 1 page, 1 short podcast episode.
Instead of I will study for 3 hours every day, you can say, today I will listen to English for 10 minutes.
And if you do more than 10 minutes, wonderful. And if you only do 10 minutes, you still won. You still stayed the course.
I had a student once who felt completely overwhelmed. She said, Orus, English feels like a giant ocean. I don't even want to touch the water.
A whole ocean. What did you tell her?
I told her, you don't need to swim the ocean today. Just put your feet in. Just 5 minutes.
Just put your feet in. I love that.
So every evening, she listened to one short English podcast while she made her tea. That was it. 3-4 minutes.
And that tiny habit slowly grew.
Exactly. After a few weeks, she told me, now I feel strange if I don't listen. The uphill battle became small daily steps.
So maybe today, your small step is 1 page, 1 sentence, or even 1 word out loud.
And there's another battle we need to make smaller too. Not just the outside work, the inside story in your head.
The inside battle. Our second tip, change the story in your head.
Because the words we say to ourselves can be more painful than any exam.
Many learners tell us, I'm failing, I'm bad at this, I'll never be fluent.
And that story slowly kills your resilience. It's like your heart gives up before your mouth even tries to speak.
I had that with my own learning. My progress wasn't terrible, but in my head, I kept saying, you're behind, you're behind, you're behind.
So even small progress didn't feel like progress because the story was always negative.
It's like watching a movie with sad music always playing in the background. Even the happy scenes feel heavy.
So we need to change the soundtrack a little. How can our listeners do that in simple English?
You can try new sentences in your mind, like, this is a setback, not the end.
Or, I'm on the right track, just moving slowly.
Or, I can bounce back from this.
After a bad test, instead of I'm stupid, you can say, okay, this is a setback. I need to change how I study, not throw everything away.
Or with speaking, instead of my English is terrible, try I'm nervous now, but I'm still learning. Every try is practice.
It sounds small, but these sentences are like a soft hand on your own shoulder.
When you change your words, you protect your heart. You give yourself a chance to push through the bad days instead of attacking yourself.
I still do this. When my brain says you're behind, I answer, no, I'm just moving at my own speed.
I talk back to my brain too. Sometimes I say, relax, we're doing our best.
And even with a kinder story, some days still feel too heavy to carry alone.
That's why our third tip is so important. Don't fight alone.
This one is big. When you feel overwhelmed, your brain often says, no one understands, you're alone in this.
But that voice is lying. You're almost never the only one.
I remember someone wrote to us and said, I'm the only person in my city who struggles with English like this.
The only person?
Yes, and under that same comment, there were hundreds of replies saying, me too, me too, me too.
So she wasn't alone at all. She was in a big, secret group and didn't even know it.
Exactly. When you share your struggle, you often find your people.
That someone can be a friend, a teacher, a mentor, a study partner, or an online community, like this daily English podcast family.
I have a friend I message when I feel like giving up. I just write, today was hard. Please remind me I can do this.
And what does your friend say?
She usually says, you're tired, not useless. Drink some water and try again tomorrow.
Tired, not useless. That's such a good line.
Her words don't fix my whole life, but they make the weight a little lighter.
I had a don't fight alone moment too. When I was close to quitting my course, my mentor didn't just check my work. She said, you're on the right track. Stay the course. I believe in you.
And sometimes one sentence, I believe in you, can carry you through a whole week.
So maybe today you can send one simple message to someone you trust. Hey, I'm struggling with my English. Want to practice together?
Or, can I tell you something? I feel like giving up. Those words are brave.
You are not weak for needing support. You're brave for asking for it.
And when you ask for help and take those tiny steps and change the story in your head, something interesting happens.
Because sometimes never give up doesn't look like pushing harder.
Before we move on, let's talk about one more small thing that really helps, a tiny daily habit.
Oh yes, this is important, because perseverance isn't only a feeling, it's also a set of small actions repeated again and again.
For example, a morning routine. A morning routine is the set of small things you do every morning before your day really starts.
My morning routine is simple. I drink a glass of water, I stretch for 2 minutes, and I listen to one short English clip while I make my coffee.
Mine is a short walk with music, then breakfast. Nothing fancy, just a banana and some tea.
My quick breakfast is a banana too. Very fancy, I know.
It doesn't have to be complicated. Small, repeated actions build up over time.
There's a nice phrase for that. Small steps add up. When small things add up, they slowly become something big.
For example, 10 minutes of listening every day adds up to hundreds of hours in a year.
Or one kind sentence to yourself each morning adds up to a much kinder mind.
And here's another helpful word, consistency. It means doing something regularly, not just once in a while.
Consistency matters more than perfection. 10 minutes every day is better than 3 hours once a month.
So listeners, think about your own morning. Is there one small habit you could add? Just one.
Maybe it's opening a window, writing one honest sentence, or listening to us while you brush your teeth.
Whatever it is, start small. You don't need a perfect plan, just one honest step.
Good job if you're already thinking about your own small step right now.
And speaking of small steps, let's talk about who is walking beside you while you take them.
Yes, because Don't Fight Alone isn't only about big emotional moments, it's also about your daily circle.
There's a nice word for this, influence.
When something has influence, it affects you. It shapes how you think and feel.
Spending time with encouraging friends has a good influence on my motivation.
I had a study partner once who always focused on mistakes. Every practice session became a list of everything wrong.
That sounds tiring.
It was. After every session, I felt smaller, not bigger.
There's a phrase for that, bring you down. When someone brings you down, they make you feel worse or drain your energy.
And the opposite is lift you up. When someone lifts you up, you feel lighter and more hopeful after talking to them.
Try to surround yourself with people who lift you up, not people who bring you down.
You don't need to remove everyone who is struggling. That's not kind either. Just notice the balance.
If a person always makes you feel behind, notice that. And if you have one person who always makes you feel capable, treasure that.
Treasure. To treasure something means to value it deeply, to take good care of it because it matters so much.
I treasure my weekly call with my study partner. She always reminds me how far I've come.
And for our English learners, this matters so much too. Even one study partner, one small connection can make a huge difference on a hard day.
Someone who celebrates your small wins with you.
Win. A win is a success, even a tiny one, and every small win truly matters.
So maybe today, think about your own circle. Who lifts you up? Send them a quick, kind message.
That small message is never wasted time. It's an investment in your own perseverance and in someone else's day too.
Beautifully said. Okay, now let's go back to something we touched on earlier, changing the plan without changing the dream.
Yes, this part is really important. A lot of people think if I change my plan, it means I failed.
Yes, this part is really important. A lot of people think if I change my plan, it means I failed.
Like, if I don't do it this way, it means I gave up.
But that's not true. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is change how you walk, not where you're going.
What do you mean?
Let's say your dream is strong English. That's your mountain. At first, you decide, I'll study for 3 hours every night.
Whoa, 3 hours after work, after life? That's a lot.
Exactly. After a few days, you're exhausted, you stop, then you feel guilty, then you think, see, I can't do it, I'm weak.
So the problem wasn't the dream, the problem was the plan.
Right. In that moment, never give up doesn't mean force yourself harder. It means, this road isn't working. I need a different road.
It's like using the wrong shoes for a long walk. If your shoes hurt, you don't say, I will never walk again. You change the shoes.
Or you change the speed. Walk, don't run. So maybe instead of 3 hours, you change to 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night. Same dream, different shape.
Same mountain, different path. Or maybe you always study with a boring grammar book, and every time you open it, your soul leaves your body.
Yes, your body at the table, your soul at the beach.
In that case, maybe you switch to podcasts, stories, or shows you actually enjoy. You still move towards English, but in a way your brain doesn't hate.
So remember, changing your method, your schedule, even your short-term goal is not giving up on your deeper dream. You're not throwing the dream in the trash. You're just changing the map.
Maybe you said, I will be fluent in 1 year. That's very heavy. You can change it to, first, I will reach a comfortable conversation level, then I'll see.
That's not weakness. That's wisdom.
And if something really isn't right for you, a routine, a method, a schedule, it's okay to say, this path is not for me, and choose another one while still believing in yourself.
So, never give up doesn't mean never change. It means don't stop caring about your growth, even if the plan has to change many times.
And if you're still here, listening to all of this in English, you are already doing that.
You might feel tired, you might feel slow, but you didn't give up today. You pressed play. You stayed with us.
So before we go to our word tour, let's take a slow breath and remember what we talked about today.
We said never give up is not crazy hustle. It's quiet perseverance and resilience, coming back again and again over the long term.
We talked about why we feel like quitting sometimes. Obstacles, setbacks, uphill battles, and that it doesn't mean we're lazy. It means life is heavy right now.
We shared my meltdown story and Orus's this is pointless story, and how we both chose small, gentle steps instead of walking away.
And we gave 3 gentle ways to keep going. Make the battle smaller, change the story in your head, and don't fight alone.
And finally, we said this: you can change your method, your plan, your road, and still not give up on yourself.
If you remember only one thing from today, maybe let it be this: I'm allowed to rest. I'm allowed to change direction, but I don't have to throw my dream away.
Take one deep breath, and when you're ready, let's walk through our word tour, nice and slow.
Before that, actually, let's talk about one more small idea: celebrating small wins.
Ooh, I love this one, because a lot of learners only celebrate the huge moments, passing a big exam, having a perfect conversation.
But those huge moments are rare, and if you only celebrate the huge moments, you go months without feeling proud of yourself.
So what's the alternative?
Celebrate the tiny moments too. You understood one sentence in a video without subtitles? That's a win.
You said one sentence out loud, even with a mistake? That's a win too.
You showed up today even though you were tired. Huge win.
There's a nice phrase for this: pat yourself on the back. It means to praise yourself gently for something you did well.
For example, I finished my 10 minutes of listening today, so I gave myself a pat on the back.
It sounds so simple, but it changes how your brain feels about learning. Instead of only noticing what's missing, you also notice what's already there.
I keep a tiny list on my phone called Small Wins, just one line a day. Understood a joke in English. Ordered coffee without translating in my head.
That's such a nice habit, because on a hard day, you can open that list and remember you're already moving forward.
Exactly. So today, maybe your homework is simple. Notice one small win and actually let yourself feel proud of it, even for 10 seconds.
10 seconds of pride. That's allowed.
Definitely allowed. Okay, now let's really move to our word tour. Not a test, not a lesson, just a quiet little walk through today's vocabulary.
Let's start with the big one: perseverance. Keeping going for a long time, even when it's hard.
She showed perseverance and finished her degree even with many problems.
Next, resilience. Like a tree in the wind, you bend, but you don't break.
His resilience grew stronger after every challenge.
Next, obstacle. A problem or a block in your path.
Working late is an obstacle for my evening study time.
And setback. When you tried, but something pushed you backwards.
That bad test result was a real setback, but not the end.
Next, uphill battle. When something feels very, very hard, like walking up a steep hill with a heavy bag on your back.
Balancing work, family, and English can feel like an uphill battle.
Then, lose heart. To slowly lose your hope, your energy, your courage.
After many setbacks, he started to lose heart.
And hit rock bottom, feeling like you're at your very lowest point.
When she failed the exam again, she felt she had hit rock bottom.
But after rock bottom, you can bounce back to recover slowly after a bad time.
It took a few weeks, but he bounced back with a new plan.
Next, push through, to keep going through a hard moment, just enough to reach the other side.
I wanted to stop, but I pushed through the last 10 minutes.
Then we have two cousins, stay the course and stick with it. Both mean keep going with the plan. Don't quit in the middle.
The course was hard, but I stayed the course and finished it. Your English is improving. Stick with it.
Next, on the right track, moving in a good direction, even if you're not at the finish line yet.
Your grammar isn't perfect, but you're on the right track.
And light at the end of the tunnel, a small sign of hope, even in a dark or difficult time.
After weeks of daily practice, I finally saw a light at the end of the tunnel.
And that famous idiom, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. When life gets hard, strong people don't run away. They take action.
Or my personal version, when the going gets tough, I get snacks.
Honest and relatable. And finally, our main sentence today. Don't give up on yourself.
Even when you're tired, slow, or sad, you still believe your life and your dreams matter. You don't throw them away.
Today was hard, but I'm not giving up on myself.
If you're still here listening in English, you are already living that sentence.
So if you're with us at this point, we really want to say it clearly. We're proud of you.
Really proud. You could be scrolling, sleeping, doing 100 other things, but you chose to listen, to think, to grow.
Maybe your day was heavy. Maybe you felt close to giving up on something. But another part of you pressed play and stayed.
That part is your perseverance, and we're very happy to sit with that part of you today.
Okay, now it's time for our community question.
Yes, every episode we ask one simple question, and we truly read your answers.
Today's question is, what's the first thing you do in the morning?
Maybe you check your phone. Maybe you drink water. Maybe you open the window and just breathe.
Write it in the comments, in English if you can. Just one simple sentence is perfect. For example, the first thing I do in the morning is drink a glass of water.
We love reading these. It feels like one big, friendly classroom from all around the world.
It really does. Okay, everyone, that's our episode for today.
We talked about perseverance, resilience, obstacles, setbacks, and 3 gentle ways to keep going. Make the battle smaller, change the story in your head, and don't fight alone.
And we learned a lot of useful phrases. Lose heart, hit rock bottom, bounce back, push through, stay the course, on the right track, and light at the end of the tunnel.
Try to use 1 or 2 of these phrases this week in your own sentences about your own life.
Okay, announcement time. We have a full collection of English learning PDFs waiting for you right now. Speaking challenges, vocabulary flashcards, conversation workbooks, native speaker phrase guides, IELTS practice packs, and more.
Everything you need to practice English outside of this podcast, all in one place. And right now, 40% off with code DEP40. DEP40.
Link is in the description. Grab it before the offer ends.
And one more thing. You can now find us on Spotify. Yes, Daily English Podcast just launched there. So if you'd rather listen on your commute or while cooking dinner, search for us on Spotify and hit follow.
And we're also on Facebook now. Come say hi, join the community, and be part of our daily conversations there too. We'd love to see you.
Facebook, Spotify, and right here. However you like to learn, we're there for you.
If this episode helped you feel a little lighter or a little more hopeful, please like this video, subscribe to Daily English Podcast, and share it with someone who needs it today.
You didn't waste this time. You invested it in your English and in yourself.
We are proud of you. Seriously. Good job for showing up today.
This was the Daily English Podcast with Core
And Orus.
Until next time, be kind to yourself, take small steps, and don't give up on yourself, okay?
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care of yourselves.
And one last thing before we really go. Thank you for staying with us today, all the way to the end.
That's not a small thing. That's perseverance right there in real life.
Your progress doesn't stop here. Click the next video. We have more real conversations, more useful phrases, and more English waiting for you right now.